Welcome back, everyone. This is Mike, and today we're going to continue on with the previous video, which was adding a dog. So in this video, we're going to go to a little bit more detail into adding health clearances, titles, and other specific information for a dog. So here we are on the ProLitter.com homepage. The first thing we're going to do is log in. So I have my login data saved. I'll just quickly log in. And now, once again, we're greeted by our dashboard once we log in. So we already added Adirondack Marty Moose. Today, what we're going to want to do is edit Adirondack Marty Moose with some more details. Now, keep in mind, you can edit a dog at any time. So as a dog earns titles and new health clearances, you can come back and edit this at any time. There are two ways to access your dogs. In your overview dashboard, you can find your dogs in a snapshot here, or you can go up to Dogs and click My Dogs. Here you'll have a list of all your active and inactive dogs. You remember Adirondack Marty Moose was left inactive yesterday because we didn't finish his data. So what we're going to do today is go back, click on Adirondack Marty Moose, and work on his data. Okay, so here we are. This is where we left off, and this should look familiar. I do want to make a quick note here that I didn't point out in the last video. You'll see over here on the right-hand side, this orange alert. This is basically a protection. So if a dog has not met a specific set of health clearances, the consumer of the website will see these and be alerted that this dog has not completed the health clearances. This is part of a safety net. So if someone were to create a litter pairing with dogs without health clearances, the end user would know that. So let's go ahead and let's say the first thing we want to do is add some photos to Marty. Now, depending on the account level type you have, you may or may not be able to do this. Currently, ProLitter has 3 account levels. The very first account level doesn't give you the opportunity for photos, and it's the most affordable. The second account level only allows for the main photo, but then the master level will allow you for the main photo and a photo gallery. So right now we're demoing this as a master level. So we're going to go ahead and give Adirondack Marty Moose a photo gallery. And you can see in this area here is where those photos will go. So I'm going to go ahead and click this large blue edit area, and you're going to see a few options here of things we can work on. So I can see right here we have a tab called Gallery. I'm going to click on that. And pay attention to these important notes. There's going to be various notes based on the type of task you're doing. In this case, we want to make sure that you're using the right type of photo, and then you're not using photos that have text or other graphics on them. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose a file. I'm going to go into the gallery. So I've already set up a gallery for Marty previously. And I guess you can do these one at a time. So we're just going to select random photos. And because these are all Martys from various ages, I'll probably start with some younger dog photos first. If we wanted to give these a title, we could. So right now we're just going to do photo 1, and we'll just copy that and paste photo. So I'll go ahead and hit save. This may take a moment or two because we're uploading some decently sized images. So let's just give it a minute to do its own thing. You can see here the indicator is showing that you're uploading photos. If it's taking a while to upload your images and you're uploading large images, you may want to do them one at a time. So you can upload an image, save, come back, upload another image, save, and then do that over and over again. And that might speed up your process a little bit. There, so that took a moment. Keep in mind, my files were quite large. Smaller files won't take quite as long. So there you have it. Now you can see our images that we have uploaded of Marty. Each of these images you can click to see a larger view. And again, these are large files, so it may take a moment to see. And you can also flip through them one at a time. So that's adding photographs. So next, let's look at adding a few other details. Here you can see we have breed and gender. These are very important when it comes to search criteria. So we're going to go ahead and address those first. So we have gender and breed, pedigree, and clearances in this first tab. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And you can see we have the pedigree and health clearances. So first let's do gender. We're going to say, okay, Marty is a male and Marty is a golden retriever. So we're going to select golden retriever. And we don't have his sire and dam in the system yet, but if we did, we would select those here, and that's what would go towards his pedigree snapshot. So I'll go ahead and hit save. And now we should have the breed golden retriever and his gender's male. So next we have general, which is his whelping date, his color, and the breeder. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to look for that. And we have this ownership tab. We're going to click on that. And we're going to give him, we're going to add my information. And we're going to add Marty's birthday. Marty was born in 2016. So we're going to find the date. And he was born May 22nd. And we can add the information if you would like for his location. You don't have to. We can just put the city he's in. But the only thing we're going to display to end users is basically his state and his city. And I'll show you that in just a moment. So his breeder is not in the system. If they were, you could go ahead and click here and locate the breeder. But if the breeder is not in the system, you can add the breeder's name here. So we'll go ahead and click save. So now under general and ownership, we have completed these. But you see we missed one, the color. So we're going to go back here and see if we can find that. I believe it's in gender, breed, and pedigree. And yep, here it is. So we're going to select color. Marty is more of a medium gold color. So we're going to select that and hit save. And that's just an example of how we can go back and make changes to things after we've selected them. So now we have general, we have his whelping date, we have his color, we have his breeder, and the ownership. So next we're going to do registration. And Marty is registered with the American Kennel Club. So we're going to come back here and we're going to click registration. And we're going to select AKC, American Kennel Club. And then I'm just going to copy off screen his AKC number. We'll paste that into here and hit save. Now that should display here. And then description is anything basically you want that to be. So I'm going to come back in here and we're going to just say description. And we're just going to say Marty is an amazing dog. And there we have now his description. So Marty is a dog that doesn't have any official titles, so we're going to skip over that for now. But if he did have titles, we could show you what it would look like. So let's say if Marty had a Canine Good Citizen title, for example, we can go here and we can click on his titles and we can go a suffix title and we can say CGC and we can go Canine Good Citizen and we can save that. And we'll see that we have titles now here and title is amended to his name. But I'm going to go ahead and remove that, seeing that he doesn't actually have a title. To refresh the screen real quick. So we're just going to remove that by clicking the negative sign and remove and then save. So again, the title's back off there and the title's off of his name. So the next thing we want to do is we want to address health clearances, which is very important when it comes to breeding. So we're going to click back onto our edit menu and we're going to go back to gender, breed, and pedigree and clearances. And we're going to click on the tab that says health clearances. And then the first thing we have to do is say, does this dog have any health clearances? And we want to say yes. And then we're going to be greeted with the types of exams that are required for his breed. In this case, he's a golden retriever. So we're going to enter the information that is provided on his OFA. And as well as the information individually, we're also going to provide a link to OFA. And this is actually required. That way, your customers can verify the information on the OFA. So we're going to go ahead and just copy and paste the OFA link directly to Marty. And put that there. And then we're going to go ahead and fill in his specific individual information. So his hips are good. So we're going to select good. And then we'll put his OFA number for his hips. Marty does not have a pen hip, but if that's there, if your dog has that, you can put that in. He has a cardiac exam, which was normal, so we're just going to put normal here, and then we're going to type the OFA number. You can copy and paste this rather than type it to save yourself some time. Marty has a normal elbow exam, so we're going to again copy the number, and we're going to select normal, his elbow evaluation, and his ophthalmology tests have tested normal, which was done just recently in 2024. So we're going to go ahead and hit normal on that. If you wanted to, you could put the date to show that when it was recently done. And Marty has been cleared for ichthyosis, so we're going to put that, and then the carrier was Embark. And then you can go, if you have this available, you can paste a link to your Embark data if you have that, which we do have it. So I'm going to just find that real quick. If your dog has had other tests done that aren't part of the breed club testing requirements, you can enter those here. So for example, Marty had a PRA test done, and he's clear on that. So we can just put, his PRA status is clear through Embark, and his DM status is clear through Embark. We could paste that in there as well. And NCL status, which was clear via Embark as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save on this. And then we can see right away that the orange alert has been removed because we have entered health clearances for Marty. So I'm going to go ahead and click on his health clearances, and you can see here's an example of how everything's going to be laid out. So we have hips good, and then his OFA number, and his elbows normal, OFA number, eyes, cardiac, and then as well we have a link back to his specific OFA page so someone could compare that. We have a link to his DNA provider page and any notes that we wanted to include in his health clearances. So that pretty much summarizes how to add a dog and their data. Once we have all the dog's data done, and now keep in mind, you can always come back here and complete any of this stuff later, or you can add to it as well. But once we feel like we have all the information correct for this dog, we're going to go ahead and click active and then save. Now this dog will become available for public viewing. So that's it. So that's adding a dog and all their data. And if you ask me, it looks really great. Thanks for watching all.